Hello there, Internet. I want to take a moment to discuss over success and what is success and what was success, and kind of the models we've used in our society here in the United States to base success on how it's changed over the years. Now, everyone here who's born in the United States, or even people that are look up history and whatnot of this country, have come across this idea of the American dream, kind of pushed in the 50s and 60s, and kind of changed a little bit in the 70s. But typically you hear that concept of the American dream, which is the white picket fence and having the family, the big house, the good job, blah blah blah. Wife cooks the meals, all that stuff, and that's kind of what the model is, and we still use that model today. So, as you know, models and concepts and theories change over time, and we're still implementing it today in all or most of our programs and social programs, and including education, which I think is kind of wrong. So, but that's besides the point. So, what I want to do is kind of discuss over what the model to success model is for the typical American dream, and how it kind of looks today, and then kind of discuss over what exactly is a modern model, and and how it's changed, differences between the typical American dream model. And this video will be the first of many episodes of on my YouTube channel that I would like to call Mindful Tidbits, and it's just me kind of looking at things that we kind of generally overview or don't look at as take time to look at, that we should put a little more time into. And this is the first one. It's about success. So, if we look, is a picture. Well, I drew it myself, and it's a typical American dream model, and it's pretty basic here. It's a step-by-step program, basically a model that it starts with what you hear before: get your diploma, right? You got to graduate from high school. You got to get that GED. I threw GED in there because it's a more modern twist of just getting that diploma. Because back in the day, it used to be just, hey, get your diploma, graduate from high school. Or now it's get your GED. But from once you get this, move on to a 4-year college degree. That's the norm now, and it was the norm then too, to get a 4-year degree, a bachelor's, at least a bachelor's. That's what it's put, 4-year plus. Then we move on. So once you have that 4-year degree, you find your career. You get your career. You start making money. Start making money, paying back some of those debts, and and whatnot. So this is kind of the modern twist on it. So that, hey, yeah, you get your career though, but you have a loan you have to pay off unless your parents are rich, and they follow this model as well. And then all of a sudden, you don't have to. But once you have a career, you can focus on your family, you're building a house, building a family, and doing investments and things like that. But notice how each of these black arrows here point down that go move on the next step. You can't get to career in this model without having a diploma and getting a 4-year degree. And the end goal in mind is, of course, the retirement part. And the retirement part, think of it as just, I want to have money, but I don't want to work anymore. That's what retirement basically is. And again, I'll put down your steps, go in order. Now, this is a model that we use in our society today. And it's because education is treated the same way. We're pushed that you got to go to college, you got to get a career, but you got to go to college, get a degree. And jobs require you to have bachelor's degrees to have higher up, get higher paid jobs. 40,000, 50,000 plus, and that's kind of how it's set up. Jobs or schools, education is treated as like job factories from K through 12 and on. So, anyways, this is the typical model, and we still use it today. But now we're going to talking about, hey, what's a modern twist on it? Because a lot of people are creating success from outside the model. And a lot of actors, actresses, things like that, and YouTubers, and streamers, and it's just small businesses, self-starters, things like that. People are finding success outside of that. So this model is going to be a little wonky, and but basically it still follows the same steps. Get a diploma, 4-year degree, career, family, house, whatever, retirement. But they necessarily have to go in order. So if you notice, the blue is the main steps. These black arrows here, first you can get a diploma or GED and then get your 4-year degree. Those two kind of follow suit because you get a diploma, you can move on to the next step if you wanted to. But you don't have to, and a lot of actors and actresses and people in entertainment have, they have many stories of not getting, I graduated from high school, was still having a career, and this and this. So that's why these orange part here is, the numbers, the step. This could be the first step here, could be still number one. Or, getting a career. You starting off in a career. You can start off right finding a career. You can be a streamer or a YouTuber. You can be finding a small business. This could be number one. This could be your number two. This could take place of this. This could be number three. It's obviously his number three. You can you can have a family. You can start a family. Anytime. During this, before this, whatever, you can start a family, and people typically do that, and eventually get to this point of retirement. But these are all interchangeable, so it's kind of a messy model, but if you can tell from the picture. But point being that you don't have to follow the typical success cycle anymore of following step by step by step. You can just go ahead and find your passion and do what you feel was successful for yourself. And of course, success has changed over the years. It's not just money based. It is following your goals and your passions and completing things that you want to complete in life. And you can have less money. You can have less money than a six figures and still be successful. So and then I want to kind of discuss over mentality. So success is a mentality, like we're talking about. So you can do, follow your dreams and have passions and things like that. But it's also a mentality behind it. And the old mentality is work hard. Work hard and just get money. Like the money you put in, or the effort you put in, the amount of money you get. You work hard until you get to the point of where you can stop working hard and you still have money. So you want to get to that point. It's an end goal in mind, and it's still kind of end goal in mind, but people want to typically do that faster now. Let's call it the modern success mentality. The whole work hard, play hard, but without the work hard part. It's like more like work soft. So this is pretty simple. It's just retirement. Boom. People are looking for that. Kids are just looking straight to get to here. I know my brother and cousins and stuff that are young, 19, 20 years old, they want to just find a job that pays $40,000 from the get-go. And they'll go work from job to job to job until they find one, or they want to go out and party all the time and spend a lot of money and complain when they're broke, even though they got nice stuff. They want to get to that point where they can just spend money, have money, and not work. But they don't want to work hard for that. And working hard is, it's an interchangeable, it's changed over the years. But at the same time, I think that it still stays consistent, where it's just, you just put effort into it. So if you want to make $40,000, you got to put $40,000 a year of effort, I assume that someone who makes $1 million is not someone who is lazy. I assume that they are working towards that. So anyways, that's kind of what I want to talk about. So success. What is success to you? You can go ahead and comment if you want. Success can change from person to person, So, but these old models, the old model, the American Dream model, as you can tell, it's kind of limiting how we can become successful in today's society, especially in education. So anyways, hope you enjoyed listening. And if you have any ideas for any new mindful tidbits, I have a couple myself. But go ahead and post in comments, and talk to you soon. Thank you for listening.